Good morning, everyone. Welcome to First Unitarian Society of Milwaukee. My name is George Bledsoe, and I am pleased to serve as your worship associate and to fully welcome you in this space. We welcome people of all genders, sexualities, ages, races, ethnicities, histories, and bodies here. We welcome your mind, your heart, and your spirit here. We welcome all you are bringing with you today and all your heart longs to set down. We welcome all of you. We extend a special welcome to each guest among us. Guests are warmly invited to attend the inquiry session today immediately after the service in the parlor to learn more about Unitarian Universalism and our church in a smaller, casual gathering. We invite our guests to fill out a welcome card located in the pew rack in front of you and drop it in the offering plate later in the service. You can also pick up a welcome packet at the back of the sanctuary. Hearing assist devices and Braille hymnals are also available at the rear of the sanctuary. And the fragrance-free area is located on the front side of the sanctuary. If you are a visiting family, including children or youth, after the time of all ages, please join the children's recession and head across the hall to the common room. There you will be greeted by someone who will orient you to religious education. Immediately following the service, everyone is invited for coffee and conversation in the common room. My name is George, and you can come talk to me at the guest table there. As a way to engage at First Church, I invite everyone to explore the announcements insert for the numerous opportunities available. In particular, let me point one out to you. The name is familiar, but I don't recognize the face. Or maybe you recognize the person's face, but not their name. So you walk away instead of talking to them. There's a solution. Get your photo taken for the online membership directory. Today, Ricky Thompson, our own professional portrait photographer, and membership team representatives will be in the common room during both coffee hours to take pictures. Help us get to know you better. Our forum today in Max Auto Hall on the second floor. This week's topic, our trans family. Jeff Piercy and Meredith Watts will present a selection of their work and speak about their understanding of transgender people who have been marginalized by society. They will be joined by First Church members Lori Cook-Daniels and Michael Munson. Please find details on these and more events in the announcements insert. Finally, please silence any electronic devices for the remainder of the service. Once again, I welcome you to First Church by inviting you to join me in the unison reading of our mission, which is printed in your order of service. We gather to nurture the spirit, engage the mind, and inspire action. At this time, I'd like to ask Bob Moore to come up, to light our chalice.
Our opening words today are entitled Each Day and is by Kristen Harper. Each day provides us with an opportunity to love again, to hurt again, to embrace joy, to experience unease, to discover the tragic. Each day provides us with an opportunity to live. This day is no different, this hour no more unique than the last, except maybe today, maybe now, among friends and fellow journeyers, maybe for the first time, maybe silently, we can share ourselves. Will you please rise in either body or spirit and join us in our opening hymn, number 6.
Good morning. My name is Alona Walker, and I am one of the youth. You might find me downstairs leading worship or sometimes just talking. Today's story is called What Do You Do with an Idea by Komi Yamada. One day, I had an idea. Where did it come from? Why is it here? What do you do with an idea? At first, I didn't think much of it. It seemed kind of strange and fragile. I didn't know what to do with it, so I just walked away from it. I acted like it didn't belong to me. But it followed me. I worried what other people would think. What would people say about my idea? I kept it to myself. I hid it away and didn't talk about it. I tried to act like everything was the same as it was before. But there was something magical about my idea, I had to admit. I felt better and happier when it was around. It wanted food. It wanted to play. Actually, it wanted a lot of attention. It grew bigger, and we became friends. I showed it to other people, even though I was afraid of what they would say. I was afraid if people saw it, they would laugh at it. I was afraid they would think it was silly. And many of them did. They said it was no good. They said it was too weird. They said it was a waste of time and that it would never become anything. And at first, I believed them. I actually thought about giving up on my idea. I almost listened to them. But then I realized, what did they really know? This is my idea. No one knows it like I do, and it's okay if it's different and weird and maybe a little crazy. I decided to protect it, to care for it. I fed it good food. I worked with it. I played with it. But most of all, I gave it my attention. My idea grew, and so did my love for it. I built it a new house, one with an open roof where it could look up at the stars, a place where it could be safe to dream. I liked being with my idea. It made me feel more alive, like I could do anything. It encouraged me to think big and then think bigger. It shared its secrets with me. It showed me how to walk on my hands because, it said, it is good to have the ability to think differently. I couldn't imagine my life without it. Then one day, something amazing happened. My idea changed right before my eyes. It spread its wings, took flight, and burst into the sky. I didn't know how to describe it, but it went from being here to everywhere. It was just a part of me. Not anymore. It was now a part of everything. And then I realized what you do with an idea. You change the world. Now I invite you to rise in body or spirit and sing the children's recessional and we invite teachers and children to join singing verse 1 of the hymn and proceed to classes. And then the congregation will continue. And today's song
I am delighted to share with you the happy news of an adoption in our congregation. Asa Martin Seidelman Maker was joyfully adopted by his parents, Susie Seidelman and Laura Maker, this week on Tuesday, January 15th, 2019. Conveniently for all future celebrations, this adoption occurred on his birthday. Exactly 1 year after he was born on January 15th of 2018. Asa's little brother Forrest, who is almost 4 months old, and parents Susie and Laura are thrilled to have passed this legal affirmation of their family, which Asa joined a year ago. All the Seidelman Makers are healthy and well. As is our custom in this congregation, whenever we have a birth, an adoption, or a death of one of our members, we light our candle of life. Today, in honor of Asa Martin Seidelman Maker. Will you join me now in a time of contemplation, followed by silence, followed by the seated singing of Spirit of Life? Settle into your body and your breath. Feel your sit bones grounding you and your feet bringing up the power of the ground. And the top of your head connecting you. And let your breath in and out bring you into being here and now. Spirit of life and love, Holy One of our being and our becoming, that which is sacred within, among, and beyond us. Let us learn to feel joy. One of our beloved guides, the Poet Laureate of Unitarian Universalism, Mary Oliver, died this week, a loss to the world. But she left us with so many jewels, including this prayer for us to live married to astonishment. She wrote, "If you suddenly and unexpectedly feel joy, don't hesitate. Give in to it. There are plenty of lives and whole towns destroyed. We are not wise, and sometimes not kind. Still, life has some possibility yet. Perhaps this is its way of fighting back, that sometimes something happened better than all the riches or all the power in the world. It could be anything, but very likely you will notice it in the instant that love begins. Whatever it is, don't be afraid of its plenty. Joy is not made to be a crumb. Seize it wholly. Don't hesitate." May it be so.
Another Direction by Reverend Sandra Fees. The moment comes when a choice arises, a holy moment, a decision to be made. A decision must be made. Do I remain as I am, or do I risk inching, leaping, flowing in another direction? Do I risk what I think I already know and already am? Do I forfeit my security for the possibility that a simple shift may alter the course of my life, even perhaps the life of another? I long to let go of all that restrains me so that I may pursue the impossible and surmount the insurmountable. To let go of anger, to let go of the need to be in control, to forgive a friend, to forgive myself, to refuse what thwarts my spirit, to refuse what limits my mind, to surrender to what will come, to surrender to this holy moment I have let slip away for too long.